Hey everyone, and welcome back to Vienna Home. I want you to do something for me. I want you to think about the best vacation you've ever taken. Are you picturing it? Maybe it was a beautiful beach with pristine white sand, or a bustling city full of incredible food and art. Staying in a hotel that was way nicer than your own place. You were having the time of your life. But then, after a week or so, did you start to feel this quiet little pull? It's not that you wanted the vacation to end, but you found yourself thinking about your own bed, your own lumpy pillow, the specific way the light comes through your window in the morning. Even though you were in paradise, a part of you just wanted to go home. What is that feeling? It's one of the most universal human emotions, yet it's so hard to describe. That feeling proves that home is so much more than just a place with our stuff in it. It's a feeling, a concept, an anchor. Today, we're not talking about design trends or renovation tips. We're getting a little philosophical. We're going inside my head to unpack what home really means. What is the invisible magic that transforms a structure of wood, drywall, and glass into a place that holds a piece of our soul? I think to understand what home is, we first have to talk about what it isn't. First off, a home is not defined by whether you rent or own or how big it is. I think we get so caught up in the American dream of homeownership that we start to believe we can't truly be at home until our name is on a deed. But that's just not true. I've known people who felt lost and lonely in a 5,000 square foot mansion. And I've known people who created the warmest, most vibrant sense of home in a tiny 400 square foot rented studio. The legal status of your living situation has zero to do with the emotional reality of it. Home is a feeling you cultivate, not a mortgage you pay. A home is also not about being picture perfect. You know those houses you see in magazines or on social media? They're stunning for sure, but they often look like museums. They're untouchable. There's no sign of actual life. But a real home has a little bit of beautiful chaos. It has a stack of mail on the counter. It has a pile of books on the nightstand that's a little too high. It might have a few scuffs on the wall from moving furniture around. These aren't flaws. These are signs of life. They are the patina of living. A home isn't a static showroom. It's a living, breathing space that gets a little messy sometimes because, well, life is messy. Chasing perfection can often be the very thing that stops a place from feeling like a genuine home. And maybe most importantly, I don't think home is always a single physical place. We think of our address, but isn't it more than that? The house you grew up in might still feel like home, even if you haven't lived there in a decade. Your first apartment that was objectively terrible but was yours, that can feel like home. Sometimes a whole city can feel like home. Sometimes being with a specific person feels like coming home. It's a feeling we carry inside of us, a portable sense of peace that we can tap into. So if it's not the size, the price tag, or the perfection, then what are the real ingredients? What's the secret sauce? I've been thinking about this a lot, and I think it boils down to a few key things. First, and maybe most fundamentally, home is a sanctuary. It is our private retreat from the demands of the outside world. It's the one place on earth where you are not expected to be on. You can be tired, grumpy, weird, goofy, or completely vulnerable. It's your physical and emotional recharge station. It's the feeling of closing the door, dropping your bags, and taking that first deep, full-body exhale of the day. That feeling of safety, of being able to let your guard down completely. That is a core ingredient of home. Without that, it's just a place where you sleep. Second, a home is a living archive of you. It is a physical museum of your life story, curated by you, for you. Think about the objects in your space. I'm not talking about the furniture you bought to fill a corner. I'm talking about the little things. The slightly faded photograph of your friends, the ticket stub to a concert that changed your life tucked into a mirror frame, the worn-out armchair you inherited that you've read 100 books in, the silly magnet on your fridge from a memorable trip. These objects are imbued with meaning. They are story holders. They are tangible pieces of your past, your relationships, and your journey. When you surround yourself with these things, you're not just decorating, you're building a nest out of your own history. And that creates a sense of belonging that you can't buy from a store. And I believe home is a canvas for growth. It's not a finished product, it's a constant work in progress, just like we are. It's the laboratory where you get to experiment with who you are and who you want to be. It's the kitchen where you try a complicated recipe for the first time and maybe burn it to a crisp. It's the wall you decide to paint a bold, scary color just to see how it feels. It's the corner where you start a new hobby like learning to tar or painting, and you leave your supplies out as a reminder to practice. A home needs to have room for you to be messy, to make mistakes, and to evolve. It's a safe container for your personal growth. Those little imperfections and experiments are what make the space dynamic and uniquely yours. And maybe most importantly, what truly breathes life into the walls is connection and ritual. A home is a stage for our lives. It's defined by the quiet, everyday rituals that happen within it. It's the smell of coffee brewing every single morning. It's the ritual of lighting a candle at the end of a long work week. It's also defined by the people and the energy we share the space with. It's the sound of your partner's laugh echoing from the other room, the feeling of your pet curled up beside you, the memory of a dinner party with friends that went late into the night. It's the life that happens between the walls that ultimately transforms them into a home. So, why does any of this matter? Why spend time thinking about the philosophy of a home? Because I think when we understand what we're truly searching for, it changes everything. The goal is no longer to acquire the perfect house. The goal becomes to cultivate the sacred feeling of home wherever we find ourselves. It gives us permission to stop comparing our space to others. It empowers us to infuse our current space, whether it's a temporary rental or a forever house, with safety, with our story, with room to grow, and with connection. You are the curator. You are the storyteller. You have the power to build that feeling for yourself right here, right now. A house is a passive object, but a home is an active creation. It's a beautiful, ongoing art project of a life being lived. I know that was a little different today, a little more in my head, but it's something I think about all the time. I truly believe that the feeling of being at home is one of the most fundamental human needs, and it's something we can all create for ourselves with a little bit of intention. If you enjoy these deeper dives into what makes a house a home, and you want to be a part of a community that thinks about this stuff too, I would absolutely love it if you would hit that subscribe button and join the Vienna Home family. And for the comments today, I would love to know what's one object, sound, or smell that truly makes a place feel like home to you. I can't wait to read your answers. Thank you for letting me share what's on my mind. I'll see you in the next one.